If you've ever noticed that live dealer tables have higher minimum bets than regular slots, or that some casinos limit access to live tables during off-peak hours, the reason is straightforward. Live dealer games cost significantly more to run. Studios, streaming infrastructure, trained croupiers on shift around the clock. It all adds up in a way that a software-powered slot doesn't. And that cost structure shapes everything about how live dealer products work for Ontario players. Let's start with slots because they set the baseline. A slot game is software. Once a developer builds it, certifies the RNG, and licenses it to a casino, the marginal cost of one more player spinning that game is essentially zero. The server handles it. There's no ongoing labor, no physical space, no equipment that wears out. That's why casinos can offer hundreds of slot titles simultaneously without breaking a sweat operationally. Live dealer is a completely different story. Every live table requires a dedicated studio. Purpose-built rooms with professional-grade lighting, multiple camera setups, and broadcast infrastructure that can handle real-time video streaming to potentially thousands of players at once. The latency has to be low enough that players can make decisions in real time without the feed lagging behind the actual cards or wheel. That's a serious engineering and bandwidth challenge. Then there are the people. Live dealer tables are staffed around the clock 7 days a week. Every croupier needs to be trained, licensed in the relevant jurisdiction, and capable of managing a table while simultaneously interacting with players via a chat interface on screen. Shift rotations, compliance oversight, floor supervisors, it's a full operation. The major live dealer providers, Evolution Gaming, Playtech, Pragmatic Play Live, run what are essentially small television studios producing live content 24 hours a day. Some have purpose-built facilities in countries with favorable operating costs, but even then, the overhead compared to a software-only product is dramatically higher. For Ontario players specifically, this matters because the regulated casinos operating in this province, places like Jackpot City, Spin Casino, Royal Vegas, and Ruby Fortune, all partner with these third-party live dealer studios to bring those tables to their platforms. They're not running their own studios. They're licensing access, which is how they can offer live blackjack, live roulette, and live baccarat without building physical studio space themselves. The cost of all this typically shows up in a slightly tighter house edge on live tables compared to some software-based variants, and in minimum bet structures that tend to be higher than what you'd find on an automated table. It's just the economics of producing a more labor-intensive product. Whether you prefer live dealer for the atmosphere or software games for the flexibility, understanding what goes into each one helps you see why they're priced the way they are. Thanks for watching, and remember, you need to be 19 to play. Gamble responsibly.